cat that walked Auschwitz's perimeter. Survivor testimony suggests impossible communication with the outside world. I'm a Holocaust researcher working with testimonies at the Library of Congress, and I found something that's been keeping me up at night. In a 1978 video testimony, a survivor named Rika L., last name redacted per family request, describes a tortoiseshell cat that appeared at Auschwitz-Birkenau in late 1944. She estimates it was there for approximately 3 months before liberation. What makes this testimony remarkable? At least 7 other survivor testimonies from the same period mention the same cat. Same description, same behavior pattern. The cat would walk the perimeter fence every morning at dawn. Always the same route. Always stopping at specific points along the fence line for exactly 2 minutes before moving on. Prisoners called it die cats, or the watcher. Multiple testimonies describe prisoners tracking the cat's cess stops and realizing they corresponded with weak points in the fence, guard rotation times, or areas with reduced surveillance. Rika's testimony includes a detail that made my blood run cold. We realized the cat was trying to show us something. When it stopped at the northwest corner for 3 minutes instead of 2, we knew something was different that day. The guards had moved positions. The cat knew before we did. Another survivor, Moshe K., testified in 1981 that resistance members inside the camp began timing escape attempts around the cat's routine. He claims 2 successful escapes in December 1944 were planned using information from watching the cat's pattern changes. But here's what doesn't make sense. How would a cat know guard rotations? How would it maintain such a precise schedule? And most disturbing, multiple testimonies describe the cat appearing and disappearing in ways that seemed impossible given the security perimeter. One testimony describes the cat vanishing into thin air when guards approached. Another says it would appear as if from nowhere at the exact same spot each morning despite there being no visible shelter nearby. I found a partially declassified OSS document from January 1945 referencing animal reconnaissance asset near Auschwitz. The rest is redacted. When I requested the full document, I was told it remains classified for ongoing security concerns. What ongoing security concerns could exist about a cat from 1944? The Polish underground resistance has records of unusual animal behavior patterns being monitored near camps, but no specifics about Auschwitz. Was this cat trained by resistance members on the outside to signal information? Were prisoners' observations coincidental pattern seeking in desperate circumstances? Or was there something else happening that we don't understand? I've interviewed families of survivors who remember their parents or grandparents mentioning the cat that helped us, but official Holocaust records make no mention of it. Does anyone have access to Polish resistance archives or know specialists in covert World War II animal operations? Because 7 independent testimonies describing identical behavior from the same animal feels like more than coincidence.